These 5 things are what you need to know as far as your personal finances are concerned, and these are not difficult numbers. So firstly, you need to know your family income, okay? How much you are earning, how much your husband is earning, the family income. If you're single, then obviously your income, other sources are coming from, interest, this, that, etc. Then you need to know your expenses or savings. It's a derivative, which is very, very important. You need to know inflation. We are often saving, and those savings lie in our bank account, and you feel like my bank balance is growing, and that's great, which is great because it means you are disciplined about how much you're spending and how much you're saving. However, money lying in the bank account is actually sort of devaluing. The value of that money is becoming lesser by the day because of something called inflation. In India, average inflation is roughly 5 to 6% annually, which means every year prices of a standard basket of goods and services, things we spend on, goes up by 5% or 6%. You have to understand assets, and lastly, you have to understand your liabilities, which then gets you to something called a net worth. So when you want to create wealth, everyone wants to create wealth, right? You need to know what assets you have, of course, and you'll think, my house is worth this much, I have this much in FDs, so this is my worth. But that is not the correct way to look at it. And for that reason, you need to know your liabilities. Because yes, you have a house which is worth, 1 crore, 2 crore, whatever. आजकल तो उससे कम में कुछ house होता ही नहीं है. But you may have a housing loan against that. So if something happens, or you sell that house, or your job goes, and you have to, work on selling that asset, you'll have to repay that loan, na? So 2 crore का value तो है, but उसमें 1 crore का loan है. Really, you're worth only that 2 minus 1, which is 1 crore.